there are many ways you can go about fixing a wall. All right, there are many ways, but the easiest way, what you want to do is cut alongside. I'm going to cut close to the edge because I have a lot of materials. So we make a cut. And you start cutting across. Well, I had to do some improvisation, all right? That's one thing about projects, okay? Construction, repairs, any kind of, especially with construction, it's a science and an art. All right, guys. To apply the tape, we're gonna need to butter up the surface a little bit so that the tape has something to adhere to. Okay, we do the same to that surface. You know I was gonna leave it like that. You know I was gonna leave it like that, didn't you? All right, guys. I've already applied 2 layers of plaster on that board. Now let me show you how to apply plaster on a board, okay? Now this is our hole right here like we had before. I know you can see it. You know, I already fit it in because I had to mess around with this. They had some lumps and I had to really get it refined, and then that would be too much on the video, and so I had to do this here. But let me show you the techniques of applying plaster into onto a board so we could be ready for finishing. You got a little imperfection right here, whatever. It might be a small hole, it might be indentation, it might whatever it is, you need to cover it up. You go ahead and press your plaster on the surface, and then as you apply the plaster on the surface, you come outside. Now, what I'm doing this and I'm messing around with some that I already done. But anyway, as you come outside, you pre-finish and with finishing we call feather edging. You see how it comes in and almost as if it just went up, as if a layer of paint, white paint, almost nothing. Okay, that's what it's called feather edge. Okay, feather edging. It's very important. You don't want to stay right here and you're not gonna go anywhere. You're just gonna have a bunch of plaster. You're gonna get cracks. You don't want that. Okay, you press against it and then you come out. You come out. Okay, like this here. Sometimes you apply less pressure because you already have. Now we're not trying to get a finished product out of this. There's no way to get a finished product out of it. Some people did, and then they apply the paint. No, we're gonna send this down, and that's when the beauty of it's gonna. That's what's like. What happened? Where's the hole? No, where was the hole again? Was it up there, over there? No, it was right here because it's like never happened. That's what you want, okay? When you apply plaster, guys. Now we have applied obviously a little bit more on the plaster so that we can take off what we need in order to get it smooth, just as the rest of the wall. Okay, so our plaster had dried up, and now we're ready for sanding. Now I have a sanding block. You can use electric sander. You can use also a sanding block with sandpaper, whatever you want. But right now, what I have is a sanding sponge. It will do just fine. It just has coarse and fine, coarse and fine. Usually when you sand down a panel, a panel like this, or a wall or ceiling or whatever you just patch plaster on, you want to use a 200 or 220 grit sandpaper. All right, so we're going to start sanding. Now the way you're sanding, the best technique to sand a wall that you start where you have the heaviest material, and then you send out, guys. You do long strokes, okay? Long strokes. Remember that. All right. So here we go. I almost forgot until I start doing it. Okay. A dust mask is very important, guys. You want to use a dust mask, all right? I almost forgot. This is the technique I've learned, and you can apply it for almost everything. Whether it's, this is more forgivable than a car. Obviously, you would have to get it more, worked on it, water sanding and so on and so forth. But this year, we're pretty much ready to go now. We're ready to go. So I'll do one more sanding, and then we're ready for a primer. And I'm not going to use a primer because this whole house is going to have to be repainted, guys. So what I'm going to do is, apply a coat of paint. I already have this paint, and I'll show you that, and we'll call it a day. All right, we'll do some more. We'll do a couple more. Voila. How to fix a hole. How to fix a hole in your wall for almost nothing. Now, if this video has been useful to you, please, I would love for you to subscribe and push the bell icon so you'll be the first to know. I have a video every week.